Hello guys and welcome back to a new video here on my channel, and in today's video we will discuss some famous players' bases, some pro players that I found in the last 2 days in Legends. And without further ado, let's head right into the video. And if you like such content, I would really appreciate if you like and subscribe. And if you maybe have a question about Zaplalo or don't know how to take down a certain base, you can always message me on Discord. The hashtag is in the description. And now have fun with the video. Coming here to the first base. And probably all of you noticed the player. It is Lalo 23, an account of Yo-Yo. And he has a really awkward base with like this heavy damage area on the bottom side and on the top side. You see on the bottom side there is a town hall with the eagle, 2 scatters, and on the top side there are 3 infernos and 2 expos and the ricochet cannon, of course. And this base is a very awkward looking base, but it's probably pretty easy. And if I took a look at this base, I recognized that on the town hall side there is not much damage against your Lalo. I mean, there is really not that much like splash damage. Of course, only the town hall and the 2 scatters. But I saw I can get the 2 scatters with my queen from the clan castle compartment. So my goal was to get in there. But you see, it's a lot of damage. And that's why I used the log launcher. Here on this approach we made a huge sui dive, and to make it even more easy, we zapped out the rage tower, the inferno and 1 expo, just to make it a little bit more easy. And of course it will give us a very good funneling point. I mean, if these buildings are gone, our king will instantly walk in if these walls behind here are opened through the log launcher. Funneling with some loons and with some archer, of course, on the top side. And what my goal is with my heroes, I don't want to send both hero into this area here. I only send in the king. And that is just because of the CC and the ricochet cannons. If like the queen is right behind the king, the ricochet cannon will kill the archer queen like instantly. So that's why I'm just sending in the king with the log launcher here and try to go with my queen down here to get the enemy RC, break into her compartment and get this scatter out of the way. That was my plan. You see, with the log launcher we are getting these walls open here, and with the king ability we get the the multi, and you see the ricochet cannon are like doing a really good work on the king. So if the king would if the queen would be there, probably she would die, or maybe even through ability. I'm now sending in the 2 wall breakers to maybe even get this compartment here, but sadly the wall breaker went wrong. But yeah, you see we already have very good value, and the queen can get out this scatter. We sadly have to freeze because of the ground skeletons. But you see, that is already huge value, and we still have the RC. So that's very good. And now you see I'm setting in a lava hunt from the left side. And this is just because to trigger traps around the town hall area. And a lot of times in like bases there are a lot of red mines around the town hall just for stopping Lalo. And that's why I'm sending in this lava hound. Now freezing the town hall, because a raged town hall on town hall 16 is very good against Lalo. Warden ability. And you see, we still have our RC, and we will send her in from the top side. And the reason for that is the king, the enemy king. Never send your royal champion direct direct into the king. And that's why I didn't do that. I send it in from the top side to get this multi out of the way, and some headhunters for the enemy queen right here. Unfortunately, they didn't got her. Luckily, the owl is there. And now you see, we still have the RC with ability, kind of swag. Maybe we could have even swagged her completely. But yeah, you see, that's completely crushed. And I only do this approach if I see the Lalo through the town hall is pretty easy, like here. And this approach is not used very often because there, at the moment, it's very often seen that there is a lot of damage around the town hall. But with that approach, you can easily triple the space. Coming here to another very, I would say, weird looking base, because this reminds me kinda of anti-super archer blimps, but at the meta there isn't really any super archers. I think that's very good against root riders, just for the pathing, but it's just very awkward looking, and it's Gaku as well. But the good thing in this base is there is a very good zap value, and if you see it, a very good hero value as well. And for the town hall, don't worry about that, because you have the blimp. And you see there is double invis. Of course you can freeze one of them, but you can't freeze both. So that's why I went with the zaps for the one of them, getting out the scatter, the X-bow and the multi-archer tower as well. And yeah, you see right here, getting that out very good. And now you see on the top side there is like single damage, and on the other side there is multi splash damage. So that's why I went for the splash damage area with my heroes and for the DPS with my Lalo. And as you can see, the CC is very wide in front. That's why I lured it with a goblin, just to kill it in like where nothing, no defenses are. And you see, going in with the queen, nice and easy. And very cool on this base is you don't have to wall break in right here, because if you wall break in right here, there is nothing much you can get. I mean, this wizard tower, of course, but that's not really good value you are looking for. You can instead just wall break into the multi here to get the other multi with the king, and can wall break even wider in with the queen. Maybe even trigger the invis tower on the town hall side. But yeah, you see, I didn't lure the CC completely, which wasn't really good. But just one ice golem isn't that bad as 3. With the king ability, trying to funneling him in, which worked perfectly. And you see, with the king ability and the queen, there is like 2 less value to get them both down. You easily get the other multi as well. And you see, the rest of the base is like, of course, this damage right, this area right here is pretty heavy for you, but down here or on the bottom side there is nothing against your Lalo. So you see, popping the queen ability, and as lucky as I was, the queen went really weird and began to shot onto the town hall, and that's why the invis tower even triggered. But now, just sending in the blimp, you can see with the rage area and the Yetis you easily can cover everything. And the warden ability, and you see I don't invest any haste or freeze in the part down here, because there is like literally no damage. You can just let your Lalo go. The vulnerability just for the blimp. Getting it easy down, and you see they will get the scatter and the eagle as well. And now there is just like this side down here, and you have still the skeleton spell, you have that many loons, you have the haste, you have 2 freezes, and even the royal champion. Probably could have swagged her, but just for the time management I put her in. But you see, that's easy clutch. And yeah, coming here to the next base, and this is a box base, very popular at the moment. Double rage, double multi. Here 2 very toxic cores, and on this basis I always do pretty much the same, maybe a little bit other, but if you're lucky you can play a flame fling on this single or multi. But in our base there is a multi ground expo right here, which didn't make that possible, so that's why I went with the drill. On this base there is not really a good value for the flinger, because you see there are 2 ground expos, which makes it very hard to get like into the multi right here. So that's why I went with the drill. And for zaps, of course, either you zap this side right here or this one down here. I just went with the side down here to get the enemy queen as well. And now, what's the second thing I do on this basis? It's like every time, or nearly every time, I go in with the king for this compartment right here and the queen for the town hall. And maybe you think that's not really good value or much value, but remember, you don't go for good value, you go for good pathing, and maybe that's not good value. So that's why I just went for the ground expo right here with my king. And of course the king can beat through this wall, and maybe even get this monolith if you're lucky. Or maybe you can wall break if you get a good wall break. That's possible for sure. I wall breaked in just here, getting some wizard towers more. Yeah. And as you see, this one with the drill is a very quick attack as well. So you can let yourself time. And sometimes in some bases in which down here is a multi, I maybe or sometimes blimp this multi inferno right here, because it's just a very troublemaking inferno tower for me, and that's why I'm sometimes blimping it. But now it's a single, so not really that's good against your Lalo. And now we're starting with our Lalo. And you see with the drill and the RC down here, and this is just because to getting better pathing again, because you see it's not like a line at the moment. There are still buildings like down here which spread the Lalo, so that's why I'm sending in the royal champion and the drill to make it smaller. Again, raging in a heavy area. Someone asked me when do we haste first and when do we rage first. So I usually rage first if it's like a really heavy damage where I'm vulnerability. So you see like right here you have the single, the multi, the scatter, and the multi archer tower and the royal champion. So this is very good value, that's why I'm using the rage first. But if there is like just a scatter and the RC or something like that, I haste first just to get through the scatter. But if it's not really heavy damage, I don't rage. So yeah, you see, good freezes right here, good value. We still have the skeleton spell for the end for this single right here. Going in with some loons down here to get it a little bit faster down. And you see, the drill is still alive, the RC is alive with ability, and this base is crushed as well. So you see, you can really make it easy on with this approach, and you don't really need sometimes good value with your hero, just good pathing for your Lalo. Coming here to the last base, and this base in the past I have seen really much. Maybe it's just in High Legend, but usually every base which is popular in High Legends will get popular in the mid and low Legends as well. So on this base we have pretty good zap value as well. I went for the scatter, the expo and the other expo, and you have pretty good flame flinger value here. You see the multi, and there's just like the mortar against it. So pretty good value right here. But probably the thing what you do after that is hard, because it's not really, I mean, this core right here, of course if you get that down it's very good value, but your pathing after that is not good as well. And you see you have around the town hall all heroes, so it's very heavy damage as well. So what I did is just sending in a skeleton spell right here. You see it in a sec after the multi-mortar down here is down. And the Tesla farm is down here as well. I just knew that because like I played it 5 minutes ago. But yeah, you see now starting with a skeleton spell and the ice golem. And then you can send in like 3 or maybe even 4 headhunters, because every hero is down here. So yeah, you definitely need them, and there is not a multi which will roast them. So yeah, you see the headhunters even get their RC down. And now getting down the town hall as well. And the king diving in here, just with his ability, with the gauntlet ability, that is really important. I would really recommend that, getting it to max level as fast as possible. He should get this multi down, but sadly with the CC he didn't quite get it. But the good thing is our queen is still alive, because she will now go around here and support the flame flinger, which didn't get this multi right here, to get it down. And for the Lalo, you see there is only this here left, so that's why I directly went into that, because down here there is not really that good value for your Lalo. You get easy through that. So yeah, and you see that base is crushed as well. We still have many loons, a haste, the royal champion ability, and yeah, you see, good pathing in a Lalo is always really important. And yeah, that was it with that video. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we see us in the next video.